going to be talking about the 5 ways to well-being and 5 ways to manage mental health and prevent relapse. 5 ways to happiness as well. So these are 5, your 5 a day to keep you mentally healthy at the moment, and these have been initiated by the Foresight Project, and they have been endorsed by the NEF, which is the New Ecological Foundation, and they've been proven, scientifically proven, to prevent mental health relapse. So it's a good tool to just, it's all about prevention these days, so we just want to keep, I think as well at the moment, there's a lot of people in isolation with new routines, even if they haven't got initial mental health problems. It's just really good to try and keep yourself well and healthy and mentally healthy in a situation like this, because it's a different, people are changing routines, they might not be used to being on their own, so it's going to be bringing up a lot of stuff for people. And you know, mental health might be something that can be a bit of an issue from the lockdown, so there's a lot of crisis teams out of there at the moment helping people that are registered. There's a lot of people that aren't registered, and you know, there's a lot of people stressed at the moment for various situations that have happened in their life from the lockdown, like businesses closing and things that might trigger mental health responses. So this is just your 5 a day ways to prevent mental health relapse or anything being triggered. So the first one is to connect. The second one is to get active. The third one, take notice. Fourth one, keep learning. And the fifth one is to give. So these are the 5 a day. If you put these in your day, you're more likely to feel mentally healthy, and you're more likely, the evidence shows that your general well-being is improved and your happiness levels are improved. So the way I do this is I've got a schedule I work from home a lot anyway, and at the moment I've particularly focused on having like a strong schedule. So I put these into a schedule. So sometimes you can do one activity and it'll tick all 3 boxes. So let's have a look at, we'll go for the first one, which is to connect. At the moment, if you're in isolation, there are lots of ways to connect with others. Ring somebody, I would say. This is probably the most important thing to do. Or connect on a Zoom call, a live video chat with some friends. Even if you don't have loads of friends, there's loads of other Zoom calls going on out there that you can just join with, even if you don't know the people. Just get involved in some group things, and if you can tick that in with something like an online activity, an exercise class or something, then you're ticking the other box of getting some activity in there. So that's the first one. So the second one, get active. Personally, I'm just doing the walk, a little bit of yoga, sometimes have a bit of a dance. There's millions of online classes. We all know about getting active and it being good for mental health. It's something that's a lot of research has gone into. So that's quite important. So just try and put, even if you're just doing like 5 minutes of something, to have that in your day. So connect, get active, keep learning. So it's just really good to stimulate the brain like this. And there are different ways you could learn. If you've been meaning to do something like learn a language or an instrument, it's always a good time to start if you've got time on your hands at the moment. And there's millions of courses on Udemy and they're very cheap. Or you could just start watching your favourite person on YouTube that might be teaching you something about a subject that you're interested in. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, again, it's just kind of keeping that active in you. Or you could learn about meditation, or you could learn about yoga. You know, you can learn about something connected to the other things on the list. So that brings me on to the next one, take notice. So that I would say you could use mindfulness around that, really, in taking notice. What is mindfulness? It's becoming present in the moment without judgment. So we're becoming present of our experience as it is. So it's bringing some awareness into what is happening. So you can do this just by, if you're going on your walk, to just taking notice of your surroundings and just becoming a little bit more present by tuning in your 5 senses, you know, noticing any smells, noticing any sounds, noticing the feet on the ground. Very, very simple techniques. There are lots of apps out there that can help you with this. Headspace is a really good one. I'll be leading a 10-minute meditation as well that you can run through, so you could just do that. As little as 10 minutes a day, mindfulness meditation has been scientifically proven over a period of 8 weeks to rewire the neural pathways in your brain to create new patterns. So if you do a regular mindfulness practice, it reduces stress and it creates more feelings of wellness, and it just keeps you a little bit calmer in your life and a little bit more present. It really helps with listening skills, focus, that sort of thing, creativity. So there are lots of reasons to do mindfulness. And the last one is to give. So when you give something to others, it usually gives you a feeling of well-being. So you can give by, at the moment there is an app actually called Ask Sam, which is an NHS app where you can help people in your community. You can just ring people and you can talk to them, people that are in on their own, a lot of elderly people, or you can go and get their shopping, or you can run people to appointments. So that's one way. Or I just suggest just sharing your gifts, share your talents, whatever it is, put a video up there on Facebook, send somebody some music, share your gifts and talents, ring a friend that you feel might be struggling at the moment, give your time, give your thoughts to somebody. So those are the 5 ways. We run a workshop on this through Office Vitality in the Workplace, and it's really good to get your team to do this, and they can work out how they're going to do that at work. So you might do a charity event, something like that, and then they're getting active, they're connecting, and they're giving at the same time. So just looking at how to keep your team at work mentally healthy as well. Okay, have